Hey, what's up, guys? This is Akshay, and I purchased my Mi Band 2 on October 1, 2016. So it is 2 years since I bought this device, and I love it. It is very nice. It is not a necessity, but it is a luxury. And I also bought this cool metal strap, which cost is similar to the Mi Band 2 itself, and it's nice. But for the past 3 to 4 months, I am seeing a very dim light. The brightness of the Mi Band 2 is going day by day. So it is now such low that even I can't see it. In camera also you can't see it, but with naked eye you can see it very close. And you can see everything from the heart rate sensor to the vibrator to the notifications. Everything is working. Even it is properly syncing with the Mi Fit app. Mi Fit app is working perfectly. Only the brightness is very dull, and at this point it is basically unusable. So, and this is a common problem. I reported to the forum and I found that this is a common problem with almost all the Mi Band 2, like over past few months or few years basically, the display brightness goes down. So this is an OLED issue, I think. So I thought let's dig into it, let's see what's inside and what is causing the problem. So we will use some repair guides to check what's inside, so I will get a better idea of what internals looks like and I will able to open it. Now the problem is it is a one-piece device, so it is glued to the circuit board and the cover. So the display is kind of glued, so it is very hard to remove that, and the repair score for this device is 0 out of 10. So I'm using some flathead screwdrivers and have multiple sizes, and we also have more screwdrivers if we need. We have the tweezer, and we also have this kind of a cardboard thing to hold the display when we remove this up. And I also have my multimeter. Maybe we will test some voltages to the display. So let's dig into this one. Now it is a one-piece device. As I say, the display is glued to the bottom, like the whole part, and inside it has circuits. And basically we will heat up a little bit. Don't heat it on a stove, please. It will blast. It has a lithium polymer battery. What I will do is I will just play a game and my AMD graphics card will heat up, and I will place this Mi Band 2 near my exhaust fan and it will get heated. So now you can see I'm back and everything is working. It is heated slightly. We are not using professional hand blowers or heat guns basically. Now let's try to dig into this, shall we? So let's zoom in a little bit. So we will start with the flathead screwdriver so that we can basically open it up. And what we will do is we will start from the top to the right, because at the bottom there is a connector for the button. So let's bring a flathead screwdriver and let's try to bring the display a little bit up so we get some room to explore it further. So now after a try, I'm skipping this part. After a lot of try, I was able to do a small hole on the left side, which was a serious fail because even I break the display, it was so tough to remove. But I managed to do a small hole from which I can try to remove the adhesive from all the corners because I don't want to break the display. Now it's already scratched. Now let's try with some tweezers. Let's put and let's try to squeeze and try to bring the glass to somewhat upper. Let's try this, and you can see it's more scratched. RIP my Mi Band 2, and we finally able to remove the adhesive from, say, left of the corner. So through that hole, I dig into it like from the left side, and I was able to remove it. Now let's put a cardboard so that it doesn't close because it is still adhesive and it is still sticky. So I was able to remove some left part of the device, which is basically not recommended. Actually, it should start from the top, but there was no other way for me. So let's remove all the corners, all the adhesive corners, and even I got injured during this process, so make sure you do it carefully. In fact, you're not recommended to do this at your home. And let's remove from all corners. I'm speeding the process up for you after all the sarcasm we received in the DVD video. And basically why I want to show you this is actually all the guide videos that I see on the internet was skipping this part, which was the most of it part, and it took me around 25 minutes to get it up, right? And I'm making this whole video within 8 minutes. So I'm speeding up things, and there you go, I removed the glass, and hopefully we didn't break anything, and you can see the button connector is still alive. Thank God. and the internals are very beautiful, but I cracked a display a little bit, as you can see. So on the corner I cracked the display and the device is not working now for some reason. Holy smokes, there's something wrong with this device right now. Now how I will test it. So you can see actually the display got cracked from where I started. That's why I said I recommend from the top to the right, not from the left. But there you go, and we will try to remove all the cover, and holy smokes, I break the connector. So the display connector is coming from the bottom of the band and it is going towards up. So the display gone, the power to the display gone. But if display is off, why the heart rate sensor is not working? So let's find out in this video. So we will open it further to see what's the issue. Again, there are no screw insides. It is all glued. Okay, let's remove it with tweezer, and after applying some pressure, I was able to squeeze this up. Hopefully I won't puncture the battery or it will blast like the S9. Let's remove this up, and you can see the battery with the silver and yellow coating, and it is also glued to the board. Oh yeah, Xiaomi. Let's remove this up, and you can see the connectors, and there you go. I was able to remove it, but I think I braked it. Yeah, I break the board a little bit. So now you can see on the right side you have a vibrator. On the bottom you have your heart rate sensor. On the left you have the charging circuit, which I broke. So now charging is dead, and the display connector was already dead. So you can see charging is dead, vibrator wire is removed, the heart rate sensor connection is gone. Basically my Mi Band 2 is dead. RIP Mi Band 2. And this is the battery, and let's see what the battery says. So the battery is very small, and it says it is 3.9 volts to 4 volts, which is very good. It's 3.8 volts to 4.35 volts with 70 milliamperes. Very nice battery for such a small package. Incredible job, Xiaomi. The build quality was insane. It took me 25 minutes to open it up, and it was really IP67, no water, nothing. Even there was no moisture, there was no water leakage. Like I use it in water all the time. Basically there's no water inside it. It's fully IP67, very great build quality, but the repair score is really 0. And now see what is the display connector actually. So the display connector is actually coming below the battery, and it is going towards the display. So this is what I broke during the process, and I think this might be an issue with the OLED. Maybe around, let's remove the battery up. So we are able to remove this battery, and you can see the big connector. So it is coming from the bottom of the board. It is a two-sided PCB, and it is going on the top. And it includes the heart rate sensor connection to the processor. It includes the power to the display and the power and the data to the display. So that's why if I broke this, everything stopped instantly. So that's pretty much for this video. This was an epic fail video, epic fail repair guide, and the repair score is 0 as expected. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye now.